Hi and welcome to the video. I'm Dame and this is Dame Over, the channel where I try not to get game over. And this time in Battlefield 1 we're looking at a run and gun style build. I've decided to look back at the Sjogren, that's how you pronounce it, right? Shotgun, because I forgot how great this thing was, and I thought I haven't done a shotgun build, so I might as well give this one a go. The run and gun build basically does what it says on the tin. It's excellent for getting in with your CQB battles and laying down some serious damage when you're up close. So let's have a look at what we got. So we'll start from the top with the primary weapon, the Sjogren, the pronunciation's not going to get better, alright? Inertial Factory. This gun is the best thing by far to come out of the They Shall Not Pass DLC. It's got the same sort of archetype as the Model 10A Hunter, but it's got way more damage and with only slightly reduced accuracy. Also, if you take into account the more than double fire rate, this thing is completely unstoppable if you play your cards right. Although it's not as good as the Model 10A Hunter at range, you can still pick people off at a distance because of the double fire rate. You basically lay down the same amount of damage just using 2 shells instead of 1. Now the key to playing as a run and gun style player is to choose your battles very carefully. You want to get in close and you want to hit those corners hard and fast. Using the slide ability in the game you can definitely outmaneuver people, and by flanking whenever you can means that you'll be able to pick up some excellent multi-kills while the bad guys are facing completely the wrong way. Other very effective and useful tactics to take into account when you're playing with the shotgun are baiting people around corners and also breaking line of sight. These things get covered by my friend Get Good Guy in his How to Shotgun video, so go there to look at his tips and tricks. You want to be right up in the bad guy's face when you pull the trigger. That took a turn that I didn't expect. The Sjogren can destroy anybody at close range, as long as you're the first one to fire off the round, and even if you miss your first one, you've still got plenty of time to keep shooting until they drop dead. The only time you'll really feel outgunned in a fight is if someone else is using one of the 12 gauge shotguns. Unfortunately for the 12 gauge, it's not that versatile, so it's used very rarely, or unless someone is extremely good with the Automatico and gets a couple of good headshots in. As long as your shooting is on point, using the Sjogren will basically guarantee you the kill in every engagement. So now onto the secondary, which this time is the 1903 Hammerless. This pistol fits into the fast firing rate archetype. In fact, it is the quickest firing pistol you can use as an assault troop. The Hammerless plays really well into the CQB style of play. If you don't manage to kill someone outright using the Sjogren and need to reload, swapping to the Hammerless means you'll be able to put down as much damage as possible over a very short space of time. It does have slightly less damage, a bit less accuracy, and also less control than the C93, which was my next choice of sidearm. But I chose the Hammerless because when you're getting up close and personal, the thing you need to concentrate on is speed. And now for gadget number 1, Dynamite. I've spoken about this gadget in detail before in some of my other builds, and the same things apply when you're using CQB. Use it to take down buildings and make new lines of sight. You can remove people from camping spots. You can even chuck it down on top of people's heads to get those easy kills. Another good way of using it is to throw it into a contested area, lay some damage down, and then charge in with your shotgun. This gadget is so useful in so many different ways. Its destructible capabilities are only really paralleled by something like the limpet charge, but the bonus you get using the Dynamite means you carry 3 bundles at a time. As long as you're being resupplied on a regular basis, you can keep laying down the explosive pain. And now gadget number 2, which is the AT rocket gun. This gadget is still my favourite to use in the entire game. It's the perfect counter sniper tool when you're in assault. Once you get the bullet drop down, you can pretty much learn to pick anyone off at any sort of range. What's great about the rocket gun with this build is that it opens up a whole new avenue of play. You don't have to just keep running straight at the enemy weapons. Say if they've adapted to your style of play and are very aware of your flanking maneuvers, you can start laying down damage, possibly picking up some kills with the rocket gun before you push in with your shotgun to finish them off. For a more detailed analysis of why the rocket gun should be president, have a look at some of my other videos. And for the grenade, we've gone with the gas grenade. This is quite obvious, as with the shotgun you don't really need to aim down the sight to improve the accuracy. Also, forcing the other team to put on their gas masks so they can't ADS means that you'll have an advantage when you're pushing in close. Not to mention the fact that you might do some damage first, which will mean that you only need to fire a couple of shells in to make sure you get the kill. Finally, the melee, and this time I've chosen the high damage archetype, because with all of this build you'll be putting down quite a lot of damage. Ideally you'd hurt them first before you push in. So the shovel will give you an excellent chance of getting that one-hit melee kill if you get in a jam. I was going to say something about sticky. That seems a bit weird considering you'll be so close to the other guys. I don't know, you work it out. So if you've got your own loadout that is CQB or run and gun similar to mine, then please let me know in the comments below. Or if you think there's something I can improve with mine, I'd really like to know what it is and why. And if you've had a good time, then please do hit the like button, as it really does help the channel out. And if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button too. Until next time, that's game over. Peace.